Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are talking right now with Tony George from TonyGeorgeSports.com, LockerRoomPicks.com, and of course his popular Yahoo Sports radio show, handicapping focused every Saturday and Sunday morning. We're covering a bunch of very interesting college football games right now. Tony George, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks for having me, Peter.
All right, TCU Baylor, you gave us great advice on Georgia, Missouri just a few minutes ago. Now we're going to hear another interesting game and hear what you have to say about this one. Before we get to it, give everyone a plug for what you're doing right now, your Yahoo Radio Sports Show and your two big websites.
Yeah, well, we've got TonyGeorgeSports.com. I got the strongest talent pool of handicappers anywhere on the planet on one site, guaranteed plays, and of course, 13 to 15 free plays Saturday and Sunday. So even if you don't want to buy, you can get over there and get a ton of free information. And of course, Locker Room Picks is all free content from the top cappers in the nation. And of course, my radio show on Yahoo Sports, 11 to 12 Eastern, every Saturday and Sunday morning. Myself and some top handicappers giving out some great plays on mainstream radio, Peter.
TCU Baylor, interesting game here, right? Baylor 4-0-1 against the spread, TCU 4-0. And, TCU has been a sharp side a bunch of weeks this year, including last week. They were a very sharp side against Oklahoma. And the market is all over the place with this line, right? It opened at 10, went up to 11, then went back down, and it's currently Baylor minus 7.5, 8, and 8.5. All widely available market-wide, and even the total, 66, 66.5, and 67, all widely available market-wide. Now, I'll tell you my thoughts on this. The line came out at 10, and I thought, TCU's been a sharp side most of the time. I think I'll bet them at 10. It quickly went up to 11. I thought, uh-oh, I'm on the wrong side here. Then it went down to like 8, 8.5, and then I was thinking, man, I should have bet it more. So now it's 7.5, 8, or 8.5, but my thought is that initial move on Baylor going up, I think that had to have been initial sharp action, people who know what they're talking about. I'm getting nervous now. I think actually Baylor might be the right side here just because of how the line movement has gone. What do you think, Tony George?
I don't think sharp bettors are playing the game on Saturday here. I'm on TCU here. Okay. I'm a believer. Patterson has done a phenomenal job, against Baylor in his career. Five out of the last 6 times they played, dating back to 2006. Before they, a couple of those years, Baylor wasn't really good. TCU's covered. If you're not sold on Boykin, a quarterback for them after watching them last week against a very good Oklahoma defense, then you weren't watching the same game I was watching. As a matter of fact, they lost last year to Baylor, but outgained them by almost 80 yards in that game. And you got to ask yourself this question: who's Baylor played this year? They haven't played anybody. I mean, if you take a look at their schedule, they haven't played anybody. I think TCU's a little more battle-tested. And one thing about TCU's defense, it's unconventional. But their head coach developed the 4-2-5 defense specifically to stop spread attacks. That's what this defense is. And, so they're going to contain Baylor somewhat. And bear in mind, TCU on offense is putting up 516 yards per game, which means they're going to put points on the board. That's got backdoor cover written all over it. I know that, laying chalk at home, Baylor's 9-0, their last 9, and they're 12-0 straight up there. But TCU is a top 3 team in the Big 12. I think Baylor's one of the top 3 teams as well. This is too many points. If you can catch them at 8, 8.5, I know we're taping this on Wednesday, this line's going to drop. But nonetheless, if you get any money at 8 and over with them, you're over the fall number at 6 and 7 here. TCU is going to get Baylor all they want. This is Baylor's first big test, and it's not going to come easy. I'm taking the points all the way.
That's what I thought. Like I told you, I got TCU plus 10 on the opener. But Tony George, what do you make of the initial line movement that went up to 11?
Well, I think a lot of people thought that Baylor was just going to, for one reason or another, was going to be the play here. They were sitting at 10 on the fall number, and they got bet up. And I think sharps came in right away and started grabbing the points. And now you got a bit of public money coming back into it here. If I was you, I think public will drive this line towards the weekend. You may be able to get 8.5 consistently, possibly even 9 again. But you're not going to see double digits again here because there is going to be some sensible money coming in on taking the underdog. And if anybody was watching college football last week, 11 out of the top 25 go down. Underdogs, you need to find reasons to take them. and I just gave you 4 good reasons to take TCU.
Yep. All right, Tony George knows college football. Classic college football analysis from Tony George and recommending a play on TCU. Currently, you can get 8.5, widely available. Thanks so much, Tony George.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.